Hello, Fluffy here, welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. How are you all doing today? We will be doing a little video on Senna Amberheart. While the progressive event is going and people are trying their luck, some will win, some will not. But either way, I'll be doing a video and mainly in Hydra just to show you how impactful she is, but she will make a difference on your account anywhere. She's improved my... let's just go out of here for a second. She has improved my Iron Twins team. She is in my Iron Twins team. She's in my Clan Boss team. I've switched from an unkillable to an ordinary team. I used to use the Ultimate Myth Air, but this team does more. And before I switched to this team, I was occasionally trying this ordinary team, but swap out Senna for Duchess, and it could only, no matter what combination I used, I could only get a maximum of about 50 million. I put Senna in there, and I'm hitting an average of 120 million on Ultra Nightmare. That is how impactful she is. She's in my new Iron Twins team. She's in my Ask Golem team. This isn't a set team, but yeah, she's in my she'll be in my Ask Golem team. She's in my Dragon team. You could even use her in Fire Knight to push the turn meter more if you needed it. Yeah, she's that damn impactful. You can use her just about anywhere. And I used her on my Chimera team as well. So let's go into normal. Let's do a bit of... give you a bit of a demo. Ooh, in sensor. We'll put a hex in there. Since my cursed gear is for crap, there are those continuous heals we love to see. I love teaming in sensor up with Senna as well. The one thing with in sensor is you have to manual with her so you can target who she puts her A2 on. But other than that, she's a really good champion as well. But yeah, this is about Senna. Since Senna is the most important champion, I like to use Incense's A2 on her. But just look at all the turn meters that are being procced. And I've got Senna in a Relentless set. Even though you don't need her in a Relentless set, it's absolutely busted if you can put her in a Relentless set. And yeah, just look at all the turn meter that she's pushing on everyone. It's insane. And she can cycle around to the point where at least a couple people always have a continuous heal on. It's insane. I'll even put her in with my top team and chuck her in Nightmare, sorry. Just to show you that, yeah, you can even use her in Ultra Nightmare. Nightmare, sorry. I keep thinking of Clan Boss. Demon Lord. But just look at the amount of turn meter that she's pushing. It's insane how impactful she can be. Trying to stop fucking stealing the spotlight. You just didn't see that Tronda did not just hit for 1.2 million, I swear. But just look at the amount of turn meter that she's pushing. Let's slow it down a bit. See, the A1 just activated the continuous heals. Now, as soon as Tronda went to go, activated more. Actually, I'll just A1. But yeah, the A1 of Senna has the chance of activating the heals. There, more turn meter. Numerous times where it looks like their turn meters are full like that, but you can cycle a lot more before you even go, or before any of them even go. More turn meter. Just look at that. All that bloody turn meter. But I recommend, if you're using Senna on your Hydra team, try not to have a decreased speed in the team, or just deal single target damage. Because you saw how long it took for Decay to get the to get that Serpent's Mark off. These two still have it on. So if you use Senna in Hydra right now, try to be diligent about dealing damage. For example, if I was actually doing a key, I wouldn't have Tronda, well, I wouldn't use Senna on easy. Because if you have someone like Tronda, or just anyone that'll deal a lot of damage, it'll take a long time before the heads get the mark off. So, just a little FYI. Just, it's insane how much turn meter she pushes now. Nightmare. This is the team. Let's swap out a couple, because I let a clanmate of mine on my account last week to have some fun with my roster in Hydra, because he likes making different Hydra teams. So I'd normally have, I'd go, actually let's take her out. Now I would have Sulfurion. Actually let's put Senna in here. I'd like to use Molly this time around. I won't have a decreased speed. Use him, and I'll need Hex. Sulfurion and Warmaster are the main two champions that go on my main team. So I've got the Sulfurion, which keeps my team alive. Provoke, block buffs and damage, Hex. Now, let's bring in Newt. There you go, that should be good. Now, if you don't have a champion like Sulfurion or Kresk that is very good at keeping people alive, Senna could do that. You just chuck someone like Mithrala on the team that has increased defense or strength and or strengthen. And the continuous heals, the pushing of the turn meters could keep your health all the way up. But yeah, I would say she is just as impactful, if not even more impactful than pulling a Sulfurion on your account. And this is coming from someone that had their account completely boosted when he pulled a Sulfurion. So that is how impactful Senna is to your account. If you pull her, I don't care if you pulled a Taurus or White King Narcissus, Marichka. I don't care if you pulled a Siegfried. Senna goes to the front of the line. That is how impactful she is. If you don't have a Senna but you do have an Opardon and he's not built, build him. Because his passive is broken now. In the good way. Now, just look at all the turn meter. Once she gets the continuous heals back on, obviously. But this is, and keep, just for your reference, this is the first time I'm using Senna on my main team. So this is new for me too. And I haven't gone over the boss turn count with the damage, so we'll see if we can get above the boss turn count. It would be doable if I had decreased defense and weaken on the team, but Hex is more important right now. Just look at me doing that damage, but this is still, I'm still outputting more damage than what I usually do. This is insane. Because not only does Sulfurion heal you a bit as well, but the shield he puts up is massive, but the heals coming in from Senna, the turn meter boosting coming in from Senna, she is absolutely crazy. If you have her, build her immediately. It doesn't matter where you are in the game, she will help somewhere. She's practically, well, you saw the clan boss, no, you actually didn't see the clan boss damage, that was in the video I tried doing before. She is averaging about 120 to 130 million on Ultra Nightmare clan boss, Demon Lord. That's practically what the average Wixroll team is doing now. That is insane. And even though I have my Sulfurion in that team, because I had Mithrala in there before, and it was averaging about 110 million. So even without the Sulfurion, it's still, Senna does insane shit. It is absolutely insane. And just to add something in, if you have the gear to get the speed and the accuracy, put Molly in a Nuka build because of her A1. Next time we get around to it, I'll show you what I mean. Damage increases by 50% if the target is under a HP burn debuff. So yeah, if you have the gear, put her in a Nuka build. But you also need the speed and the accuracy as well. So if you have that accessible, I'd recommend doing that. But I've crit capped her. All I could do was just crit cap her while maintaining that speed and accuracy. So she's not doing insane damage for me. But I am strangely keeping pretty close to the boss's turn count, which is usually I'd only beat half. Usually I'll stay around half the boss's turn count, so that's 17 million, not 17 million, 17. I'd usually only be around 8, 9 million. So right now, so yeah, that's insane. She's doing so much for my main team even now. That's just how good she is. Now I'm not gonna do a full Hydra run. I'm just wanting to make sure it sinks in that how important she is, just how much turn meter she pushes. It's crazy. And if you have Sulfurion, put him on the same team, because if the opponent, if he A1 someone that has a burn, he pushes turn meter as well. I will show you, just in case you didn't realize. We'll get back around to Sulfurion's burn. Actually, Wrath still has a HP burn on. Watch above their heads with the turn meter. All got turn meter. That was not from the continuous heal. The continuous heal turn meter activates before they take a turn. So if Sulfurion, with his passive, if he hits someone that has a HP burn, it activates, it boosts your ally's turn meter a bit. So if you do have Sulfurion, put him on the same team with Senna, and if you have Molly, try put her on the same team as well. All three of them boost turn meter, which can be absolutely insane. This is the first time I've used Molly, Senna, and Sulfurion on the same team, which is kind of insane. Now that I'm actually looking at it, this might be... I'll mess around with the other 3 spots, but this might be my new main team. Once I get good enough curse set, or curse gear, I'll probably bring in another AoE damage dealer, or try put Molly in a curse set, just because she gets around to her A2 so much. But yeah, this is insane. Had to be magic affinity. One more hit from new. Oh, nah, we'll screw that. We'll just go out of it. But only 25 turns, and I'm surprisingly keeping close to the... This is the best I have done once the provokes have all taken their turn. That is insane. Senna is that impactful. And she doesn't even need to be in Relentless. She just does that much for your account. Senna, right here. You just want to get as... Once you get the speed, just try and put a bit of HP and defense on. But I purposely kept the HP and defense down just to prove a point. But yeah, you want to focus on speed, then HP and defense. Try and get as much HP and defense as you can while maintaining a higher speed. She is fully booked. This passive is what does it. Healing Glow. Whenever a continuous heal buff activates on an ally, fills the turn meters of all allies by 5%. That's for each continuous heal. So 5% per continuous heal. So if you wanted to, you could put someone like Wither on the team. She does continuous heals on her passive. Places a continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest HP for 1 turn at the start of each turn. A1 also places continuous heal on a random ally. And just whatever champion you have, whether you can use a Duchess, maybe use a you can use, if you have an Alva, use an Alva. Rector only places continuous heals if she doesn't fully heal. But yeah, whoever you have that you can fit on the team that has continuous heals as well, whether, like, I usually use Incensa because of her A2. It's a single target, but it's an extra continuous heal, and I usually put this on either Senna or my main damage dealer, whoever that is. But yeah, you can, if you can get extra continuous heals on the team, that is even better, because it just means more turn meter. Now this is the coup de grace skill, Touch of Gold. Booked to a 3-turn cooldown, places a 30% increased speed buff and 15% big version continuous heal buffs on all allies for 2 turns. Also fills the turn meters of all allies by 20%. It's the initial turn meter fill when the skill gets applied or gets used that makes it so good. If it was just increased speed and continuous heal, it would be an average skill, but it would still be good because the passive is what would make it good. But the skill is insane, is really good because of the turn meter fill. Really good revive. Revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. Those that are revived will do an ally attack with Senna against the opponent with the lowest HP. Everyone uses their default skills. 19% speed ore in all battles. Just take a look at the masteries. You can go down to one of these if you, or two of them if you wanted to. Either Master Hexer, if you really wanted to, even though it won't really do much for. I'd probably do Spirit Haste, and then probably Cycle of Vengeance. Yeah, I'll probably go down to Spirit Haste and Cycle of Vengeance, maybe. So yeah, that's the big bad Senna Amberheart. This is something I've never done before, but I will go through and rate her where I have used her. Hydra, 5. Demon Lord, 5. Should be a 5 in Faction Wars as well, but I'm just going to rate the areas I've used her in. Dragon Lair, 5. Untwin, 5. Ice Golem, 5. Fire Knight, 5. Void Keep, 5. That's all. Oh, Chimera, 5. Even though you could easily put 5 for everything, she is this good. I'm not exaggerating. Yes. Submit. She is that good. Let's go out. Just go into here. She is that good. She's worth pulling on, but I'd recommend not pulling unless it's a 2x. If you have the money to throw away then do whatever you want, but yeah. It's never a good idea to pull, unless you're doing an event. Yeah. But to each their own. Anyway, I won't drag it on any longer. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped in some way. And I'll see you in the next one.